Hi crafty friends, welcome back. Now earlier we made our shadow box frame and there's our stand on the back. So what we're going to do is we're going to decorate that. So I've cut out a series of flowers using the succulent framelits, and what we're going to do is to make our flowers. First of all, we're just going to, with soft suede and a little segment of sponge, we're just going to lightly ink around the edges. And we want to try and get our flowers as realistic as possible. This is just how I've done it. They look absolutely beautiful just on their own. So now I'm going to take one of the stamps from the stamp set. This is the stamp set here, and these two little stamps here, the little jelly beans, are what I'll be using today. So I take, for the large flowers, I take the large jelly bean, and I'm just going to stamp with the Craft white pigment ink that little jelly bean towards the end of each of the petals. Rightio. So when we've got that done, I'll just pop our frame down. What we're going to do is we're going to shape our flower a little bit. Now you could certainly use the stylus from your scoreboard. I'm going to use a slightly larger ball tool, and I flip it over and I'm just running in a circular motion around the edge of that petal. And then I'm just going to rub straight along that line of the petal there, and that causes the flower to curve inwards. Now once I've got all that done, I'm going to flip him over the right side up and go around the middle, and that shapes our flower. So taking all of our flowers, now you're going to have 6 layers if you use each of the dies. So there are 6 different flower dies, and I'm going to start with my bottom flower. There's one, and we're just going to work up the layers from the largest to the smallest. Poke our teeny tiny one in there. So here are some of the flowers I've already done. They're my large succulents, and I've also done a couple of flowers in Very Vanilla, and I'm just going to lightly ink around the edges of that one. And again, with this one, I just rub along the length of the petal. And I'll flip all of these over. And the smaller the flower, the smaller the stylus ball tool that you're going to use. Now if you roll in a circle, that's going to cause that to curl up on itself. So for these here, I'm going to build the flower in the same way as the succulent by these 2 layers. However, I'm going to keep this one in a ball, and I'll show you what I mean. So I'm not going to flip that one over. I'm just going to attach that little ball in there. There you are. Okay. So there you are. To add to our flowers, we're going to cut out this little spray, and I've cut mine in mint macaron, and I'm just using my white gel pen, and I'm just in a circular motion. Let's see if you can see. I'm doing some little white swirls. Alright, and then I've just got a few more. Now the final aspect of our flower garden on our frame, I've taken a strip. Here I've got Cajun Craze. Now this is a ½ inch wide and roughly 8 inches long. So I'm using my fringing scissors, and I'm just going to cut halfway, 3/4 roughly along there, and I'm just going to do the length of that. And I think I'm just going to tear that one there in half. Now using a set of tweezers, so I'll put my glue down first. So pop your glue just where the cardstock is not cut. Place your tweezers down one end, and we're just going to roll this up. And keep going. There you go. So hold that for a little bit. While you're holding it, just grab your sponge and brush the edges of that with your soft suede. Pull your tweezers out, and there you are. So I'll do that again with this piece. So now that we've got all our flowers done, what we're going to do is pop our layout down, just working out a rough layout, how you are going to want it to sit. Alright, so now that I've got my layout, I am going to use my hot glue gun. You could use Tombow. And get our large flowers down first. Now keeping in mind that this is going to be the base of our frame. So these flowers are going to curve up down there. Now for these little pieces, I like to grab them with my tweezers. Grab the Tombow, place a little bit on this larger end, and just poke them in where you want them to sit. Pull off your glue cobwebs. Now just a couple of final touches. Going to grab a couple of my basic pearls. I'll put a couple of the tiny ones here to form a cluster in my large flowers. He doesn't want to go. And then in each of these vanilla, I'm just going to pop a large pearl in the center and close that up around it. And there you are. There is my succulent frame. I hope you like it, and I hope you give it a try yourself. Until next time, guys, stay crafty. Bye.